Hello, I'm Sandra Hibbert and I'd like to cover two areas of Key Stage 4 assessment at the primary school. Firstly, I want to describe how GCSEs have been reformed in recent years. And secondly, I'd like to give some key dates in our assessment calendar and explain the progress information you'll receive in Year 10. So GCSE reforms and reporting progress at Key Stage 4, they're the areas I'd like to cover. So this slide shows how the old grading structure of the old reformed GCSEs equates or relates to the new grading structure. You can see that our familiar A star to G grades that were part of the old grading structure now have been changed to a 9 to 1. And there are 3 points in this very helpful chart that Ofqual have produced. There are 3 points where the two grading structures equate, if you like. So an A, so the same number of students who used to achieve an A now receive a 7. And the same number of students who used to achieve a C now achieve a 4. And the same number of students who used to achieve a G in the old reformed GCSEs now receive a grade 1 in the new GCSEs or above. Also with the new GCSEs, the content and style of assessment has changed. So the old GCSEs were modular, so the examinations could be taken throughout Year 10 and 11, whereas in the new GCSEs, they are linear. So all examinations are taken at the end of Year 11. Also, some of the content and style of questioning has changed to allow for more challenge in the new GCSEs. In terms of reporting progress at Key Stage 4, I thought it would be helpful if I put into one table all the key dates for Year 10 assessment. So you will have received on Monday your child's initial appraisal, which gives an indication of the effort in just 3 core subjects, English, Maths and Science, that your child has made in the first few weeks of their GCSE courses. So it shows how they've settled into their courses. This will be followed by 3 progress checks. The first one will come home to you on 2nd of December, and that just precedes the first of 2 consultation evenings. And then the second progress check is on the Wednesday, the 28th of April, which will precede the second parent consultation evening. And the final progress check will be on Friday, the 9th of July. Can I draw your attention to these dates? So Year 10 examinations will take place at the end of the spring term, and they will start on Thursday, the 11th of March and finish Friday, the 26th of March. And they will very much reflect the style of examinations that your child will take. So GCSE papers and also the conditions in which your child will sit those examinations will be as close as possible to what we expect they will be in Year 11. So this is an example of initial appraisal from one of our current Year 11 students. This child was in Year 10 last year, and you can see their effort grades for English, Maths and Science. A comment will be made from your child's teacher in those areas, and also some other data, attendance data, achievement points, behaviour points. And on the back of the initial appraisal, you've just got a code which explains what the 1, 2, 3 and 4 means. Also, you should have had an average grade for the effort across the whole year group. So last year's effort grade across the whole year group was 1.5, which meant that their effort was between excellent and good, which was great for the year group. The progress checks have a lot more detailing. So again, this is a progress check from a student in current Year 11, but you can see that there are 3 points of reporting in the autumn term, spring term, and then the summer term. On the left are all the subjects your child will study And you've got 3 columns here: attitude to learning, that reflects their effort and also the behaviour for learning, homework, organisation. And the codes will be explained again on the back of the progress checks. Attitude to learning and the attendance is the only area of the report now which is coloured, and again that colour coding is explained on the back of the checks. Can I please draw your attention to these 2 columns, so the predicted fine grade column and the course target column, because they are different. The course target is the GCSE grade target that your child is given for each subject, and it is based upon prior attainment. And what that means is it's based upon the Key Stage 2 SATs results in reading and maths. National targets are based on those SATs results as our school targets. If your child did not take SATs, then our targets will be based upon the CATs that they took, which are cognitive ability tests. They take those in year 7. So they are targets based on prior attainment. This column here is a predicted fine grade. So this is a grade, a prediction made by the member of staff in each of the areas. So your child's teacher in each of their subjects. So this student at that time was predicted a 6+, which means that he is predicted to get a 6 at the end of year 11, but it's a high 6 and he could well get a 7, which would of course be his target. You can see in maths, he is predicted to get an 8, or he was predicted to get an 8 at that time. And it's an 8-, which meant that it wasn't secure. It could be, it could drop to a 7, but at present he's just enabling to answer questions, and he's showing all the evidence that he could indeed get an 8. And then any number without a positive or negative means it's a solid prediction. The teacher is solidly predicting, and those predictions are based on evidence. So any assessments that has been done, any questioning in class that reflects GCSE style questioning. So those will be based on evidence. And of course, when your child's progress check comes home in December, you'll be able to discuss these predictions with your child's teacher during the consultation evening, whatever format that takes. And there, of course, is other data at the bottom. So those predictions could well change throughout the year, depending upon how your child progresses in their subjects. Any boxes which are greyed out means that has not been studied during that term. So English, have concentrated on English language. English literature will be something that they will study in the second term. And this child is a triple science student, and this grade box here for chemistry means that he has not studied chemistry this term. The science teachers have concentrated on biology and physics, but later on in the year there will be a prediction for chemistry and of course for English language here. I hope that is helpful. So I've covered the GCSE reforms and report in progress. My email address is on this slide, so do please email me if you've got any questions or you'd like anything clarifying at all. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.